nice evening, although Colin said he didn't feel that great. He didn't have a lot to drink because he wasn't feeling all that good. And then Jessica, my daughter, came to pick us up because she'd been babysitting for my brother. So she brought us home and we got to bed fairly late. I don't think it was all that late, about midnight probably. And I had a bit of a restless sleep and Colin was quite restless. He was grunting and tossing and turning and pulling the covers and really making a fuss. And in the end I sat up. I think it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I sat up and I said, "What's the matter with you?" And no answer. It was dark. And I said, "Well, what is it, what is it, what is it?" And he just wasn't answering me. And suddenly I realised something wasn't right. And I got up and put the light on. And he was just laying on the bed, sort of, he looked funny. He was all sort of sideways, and his eyes were open, and he was looking at me, but he wasn't speaking to me. And I leaned over him and I said, "Look, if you don't answer me, I'm going to call the ambulance." And he didn't answer me.
Well, I was asleep because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I just heard my mum screaming my name. Because she obviously, well, she didn't really remember much of it, but that she just said she'd called an ambulance and there was something wrong with my dad. And we were like, "What?"
So they took him and he had like a mask thing on and he looked really scary. And so I started crying and then my mum went with him.
I could see that there was one side that had gone wrong. And I suppose at the back of my mind I was thinking, I wasn't really thinking anything because I'd never thought about anything like that before. You know, because when you're 46 you don't think about things like that really. And then it was getting to me because I didn't know what to do. We'd been left in this room with the curtain pulled across. And I just went rushing out and I said, "Someone's got to come and help me because I can't do this. I don't know what to do." And the doctor said, "I think your husband's had a stroke." And so I just said, "Well, what shall I do?" And he said, "Just go and hold his hand because he's really frightened." Which is what I did. So I went back in and held his hand and tried to make him feel better. And then they moved us into they call it the emergency medicine centre. And that was it really. And then he was in there a couple of days. And then they moved him to a ward and that was it. We went from there. So it was all just a huge, huge shock and nobody could believe it. It was like a nightmare.
Thank you. Rachel, you got a pocket?
Yep.
Where? Darling, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Thank you. Oh, that looks nice.
Good luck, Dad.
So there you have it. At the age of 46, a tiny blood clot, no bigger than a match head, detached itself and floated towards Colin's brain. He'd survived a massive stroke, but in that instant our world was turned upside down. 1 minute, Colin was a successful film editor and was being nominated for a BAFTA. The next, he was lying in a hospital bed, paralysed and speechless. What had happened to the man who'd been so passionate about his work and about us?
And I find that to be able to show it to my daughters gives you a very quick idea what is cool and what isn't. Generally speaking, they will either snort derision or walk out of the room if it's not. So if you find that they're actually sitting there and watching it, then you think you might be onto something good.
May the 14th. It's nearly 8 months now since Colin's stroke, and he's still in hospital. I've started a diary because it helps to write it down. He's really improved, and he can walk now with the help of a leg brace and walking stick. But more difficult for someone as creative and as vocal as Colin is that he can only say or write a few words. He has a condition called aphasia, which means he can't convert ideas into words and speech.
Is this from Richard Harvey?
Yeah.
Is that Collins?
Yes, Richard Harvey brought it back from Thailand, was it, Colin?
Yeah.
Or
Can
him?
you play it? Can you play it?
Well,
Messing around. Do you? Did you make that? Have you been just messing around?
yeah.
Are you meant to go at that?
Yeah.
How do you tune it? Do you turn these?
This one's
There might be a little key or something.
Yeah, probably. Made in Poland.
Oh. We're going to go and get a sandwich.
Sure.
All right, so I'll see you later.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, yes.
Bye, see you in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, Colin.
Thank you.
May the 30th. Life is moving on. Colin will be leaving hospital soon, and he's working hard to improve his speech.
So I thought what we could do, Colin, is give us a few different scenarios, okay?
Yeah.
So a few different things that you're likely to be doing when you go home. I thought we could use this just to talk about how confident you're feeling.
Yeah.
So you might be really confident,
Yeah.
so you might be really happy about it, really confident,
Yes.
or you might be very unconfident and a bit worried about it.
Yes.
How about talking with your family now? How's that? With Julie and all your daughters?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So kind of +1, +2 maybe. Few worries? Little ones?
Yeah.
Yeah? A little bit. It's a bit of an extreme
Yeah,
worried face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how about using like all the equipment that you used to use? All the editing equipment. You feel okay about that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
You think you'll get by?
Yeah. No. Yes. T. Oh.
Okay, Colin. I don't think we're going to get it, so shall we leave it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
June the 4th. Colin's coming out of hospital today. It's been his home for the last 8 months.
D-Day.
Oh, yeah. 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 Yes.
Hi!
Thank you.
Right,
Ah.
finish your lunch.
Yes. Ah. Thank you.
Well, we'll be in touch. We'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
luck.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good luck, Colin. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Take care, Colin. It's been a pleasure
Yeah.
being your physio and meeting you. Bye.
Yes. Thank you.
Hang on, curtain's moving. Oh, so fruit pie then.
Fruit pie. Fruit pie. Take care, Colin.
Thank
See you,
you.
Colin. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you soon.
Yeah. Good luck. See ya.
You're not going to go all silly, are you?
Yeah, no.
No. Right, come on then. Now Colin's home, we're all getting a sense of the frustration he feels when he tries to express himself. We're going to Venice because years ago we went on the Orient Express for dinner for the evening, and we decided as we were sitting talking, I think it was about 10 years ago, the children were small, and we were talking about our silver wedding and wouldn't it be nice to go to Venice on the Orient Express, just sort of talking pie in the sky really. And then when we were talking about what to do for our silver wedding earlier in the year, Colin remembered that, and so he said he still wanted to go to Venice. So we're not going on the Orient Express, we're going with EasyJet.
No.
But we're still going, so it'll
Yeah.
be romantic.
Yeah. Yes.
What was that, flying?
Fly.
Flying in the aeroplane?
Yeah.
Where, what, airport?
Yes.
Do we go straight there?
Yes.
We're going from...
Now just. Yes. Yes. Tea. No.
What's this? Did you have to do better than that? What's that?
What?
Hang on, start again.
No. Oh.
Have I booked it?
Yes.
Yes, we booked.
No.
What, the hotel? Is it just us going? Or the children? What are the children?
No. No.
Stansted Airport?
Yes. Yes.
What, clothes?
No.
Suitcases?
Yes.
Luggage?
Yeah.
Check
Yes.
in?
Yeah.
Get the tickets? Yeah? You get the tickets at the airport, don't you? For
Yes.
EasyJet? Or
Yes.
you don't have tickets?
Yes.
Passports?
No. No.
Money?
No.
Or the hotel? Have we got a hotel?
No.
Shall I show you the flight, the booking confirmation, see if that helps? Shall I?
Yes.
I think it's in here somewhere. Right. We've got insurance.
Yeah. Just
Well, because we missed our flights when we went to...
No. Duck.
Come on, okay.
Duck.
Yeah. Is it something to do with the flight?
Yes.
Are you worried about something?
Yes.
Right, it's all booked.
Yes.
We've got insurance.
Yes.
We've got our passports. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
So what are you worrying about?
Yes.
Are you worrying about the passports?
No.
Were you worrying about the insurance? Is it to do with because you've had a stroke? What, you think they might not let you fly? No, that's not a problem. No, that'll be fine. Was that it? Okay. Well, that won't be a problem.